And we're live. I'm Cameron Deshnod.
And I'm poisoned.
Ho, down bad. And welcome back to Whatever You Want. Today we got kind of like just a breather episode. If you guys watch us regularly, you know that we didn't really post last week, and our social media hasn't been too active. That was because we had some me time, little vacay.
Well,
just a little bit.
And at the same time, me and Cameron do, in fact, have other things to do in life. That is something that does happen. We do have life to also deal with.
Yeah, good lie, man. We got him there. But yeah, I was gonna say, if you're wondering about things, and just in case you don't love our luscious voices, our supple words, and you'd prefer to just know why this is a video. For recap, we have the final of Bloody Bunny on the way. That'll come out next week. We're just finishing up a few things with that. We have an awesome kind of collab with Forever Spinning. That's coming up. And if you guys vote on it, we'll continue some games. And we'll be more active on social media, where we got another really cool project coming up too. So a lot of big things. We're using this last week and this week as a bit of a breather.
So this is kind of our get back to normal podcast where we're just going to talk. And I do want to talk about something really, really quickly. Actually, not really quickly. I want this to be the first topic, unless you had a topic you wanted to talk about.
No, go for it, bro. This is it.
Have you heard about Twitter Spaces?
No. And I'm really scared.
Okay. Twitter Spaces is just like Discord. Because Twitter incorporates, and all social media platforms, they incorporate everything from each other. That it's all a copy.
Yeah,
game.
it's just that they're fucking stealing constantly. It's just unbridled stealing.
Yeah, so let me read you the description of what Spaces actually is. So, Spaces is here. Let's chat. Last year we introduced Spaces, live audio conversations on Twitter. So now they have been testing it, and now they finally got it out there, May 3rd, 2021.
Twitter.
So what you do is you join these people's spaces, like someone will be the host of a space, you could request to be a speaker, or you could listen in without speaking, and just listen to the conversation. So, far...
It's just a spying software. Like, it doesn't even alert you. You're just listening on people's conversations.
Yeah, literally. I mean, you're seeing that you're there, but you could just, chill and listen to what everyone else says. So, what do you think people have been using these spaces for?
They always find a way to do it for porn, man. I don't know how. I can't think of it right now, but it's gotta be. It always comes back to that. Okay. It has to be.
So yes, right off the bat. But do you think that I'm gonna give you an option of 4 spaces?
Yeah, give me multiple choice. I do better.
Give me actually all of these choices. Which one do you think is a real space?
Okay. I'm ready.
Hit me with macaroni space.
Oh my god.
Squirt space.
Oh no.
Jerk off space. Moan space.
Oh shit.
Or all of the above.
All right, so here we go. Right, I'm gonna break down each one for our lovely audience here. I'm sorry you guys have to hear this. Macaroni space has to be a thing, right? It's so fucking stupid that I can't see it not being a thing where people just do macaroni art or some shit. Or I don't even fucking know.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm gonna cut you off right there. Do you know what that actually? Do you know what that actually is?
Don't tell me it's like a porn thing. Is it a porn thing?
Yeah.
All right. We're just moving on. Squirt space is definitely a thing. It has to be. I know that for a fact. There's too much money to be made. Moan space is just Twitch. And knowing that all these companies steal from one another, see, there's that circle back around. We always do that. We always give each other a little reach around, circle back. That's got to be a thing. That has to be a thing.
Okay.
And then finally, was it jerk off space or something?
Yeah.
That's just Discord. That's just a Discord mod lobby.
Yeah.
So and I'm gonna say all of the above, Jay.
Mm-hmm. So you're right.
Bet everything. Yeah, of course.
I don't think that,
there was no doubt.
I don't think that any of them really need the extra explanation, except for macaroni space, which is not what you think.
Yeah. What?
So macaroni space. So when a girl rubs herself, it is supposed to sound like macaroni.
I already figured it out. Yeah, I already got it. Yeah. The minute you said that, I was like, I got it. Yeah.
So these Twitter meme pages that have around, I think it's anywhere between a lot of them usually have 40K to like 200K. Like all these guys, they're like a whole group.
Amazing.
They're like this whole group, but they're
Beautiful.
really funny people, and they host them. And then
I've been amongst them.
see,
kind.
they're so funny, and these girls who have OnlyFans will basically promote their stuff by joining these spaces and just doing whatever. And it's like a contest. Whoever macaroni's the best, whoever moans the best, whoever squirts the best. I didn't know what jerk off space was. Like I didn't like see what that was about.
You want to take a blind guess in the dark, Jay? Just take that shot.
Well, I don't know if it was like. Well, because was it guy OnlyFans people doing it, like, or was it or was it just like a group? Like I don't know what that was. Like, because the other ones are for like the girls to promote their OnlyFans. The only other one that I've joined was, do you know NBA YoungBoy?
Oh my god! So you actually did join these, dude?
Yeah, I've joined some of them.
You straight up joined these,
dude. They're
I thought
hilarious.
like this was like secondhand shit.
No,
oh
they
my
are
God.
they are hilarious.
Oh my! This is what
They
you
are
did on your
hilarious.
week off.
Yeah,
I gave
we
you
had
one
life.
fucking week.
We had life to deal with. I said, stuff happens in life. And 1
my
a.m. hits,
God.
and you just listen, bro. They are hilarious. There was an NBA YoungBoy singing contest. It just gets like better and better and better, and it got
They
to the
move
point.
further away from porn, like with each one.
Now, see, I don't know if this is completely true, but I saw a screenshot, and Kevin Durant apparently joined one of these. And sometimes
that's beautiful.
you see verified users join these things. Like there will be verified users just listening in. Like FaZe Clan sometimes will have members just join in. These things get like 10,000 listeners.
Yeah.
Like 10K
Oh, sure
people
do.
will listen in. You know?
It's like how do I put it? In the same way that, and I don't understand why this is what people want, but I guess people want that. Like Twitch is like softcore porn, but it's acceptable by society. Like when you come on the internet and you don't like jokingly watching porn or something, like, you know what I mean? Like that's different. But when you like just actually do it, you're a creep. But if it's somehow like a softcore thing that's permitted in like user guidelines by a website, it's like, well, it's not weird anymore. Like when me and the other Discord mods send half-naked girls who are barely legal, like it's not weird.
Yeah, it's fine.
And
yeah.
it's the same thing with this. It's like, well, it's not weird because it's on Twitter.
Yeah.
And that blows my mind.
I think this is the best thing to happen to Twitter.
This is
like
a saving grace.
next time they have one, I'll send you the link.
Please don't.
You wouldn't, bro. It's hilarious. It's
Grace
literally
like
hilarious.
busts in my door. You hear like the window shattering.
Well, speaking of Grace, I think you have something
Yeah.
to tell me. Did you not?
I did, yeah. So that's I think it's so funny. For anybody who doesn't know, Grace is my girlfriend. She's great, love her. Every now and again, and she doesn't mean to, but she'll just absolutely execute me for no reason. And so I'm trying to think of all of them because it happened a lot, and I'm just like waiting to tell them on the show. One of which was, this is like the most prominent one. I forget the other. There was one before this, and it was really funny too. I try to think of it, but the most damning one was I saw like a stupid post online, and I was talking to her on FaceTime, and it was like, guys, you know girls fantasize about that stuff too, right? And I was like, oh yeah, is that true, Grace? You fantasize about doing it? And then she just goes, without missing a beat, she goes, with you?
Jesus.
And it felt like a sniper shot from halfway across the map. I rounded the corner and got peeked, bro. Like,
Well, what did you
why?
do? What did you even?
Nothing. I was like, what the fuck? And she immediately started like laughing. Like, I did not mean that. She's like, it was just like my, you know, when you have like buffer questions, like you go like, what? You know what I mean? But that's how it came out.
Well, how do you even respond to that? Or react?
You don't. That's it. That was the end of the. I got executed. There's no response. There's nothing.
The fact that you're even here right now doesn't make any sense.
I know is a miracle to medical science in and of itself. Like that was insane. And I remember the other one. This one's like potentially worse, depending on how you view it. And I think she was more cognizant of this one, like it was going to just absolutely like obliterate me. But somebody brought up, we were talking with somebody, and they were like, oh, you know, fucking like incel talk. All girls do is fake orgasms. It's not real. And I was like, all right, yeah, Grace, you ever fake an orgasm? She's like, I wouldn't know how to. Never felt one.
Oh my god. Nah, that was 10 times worse. Oh my god. Potentially worse? No, that's literally 10 times worse.
Dude, it's a fucking, like, it feels like I rounded the fucking corner and she was ready with a fucking baseball bat. Like, that's what it feels like. But the reason I'd say that one isn't quite as bad is because she had, like, time to think about it, I think. And, like, dude, the other one was just, like, immediate. Like, without
Nah, but that was
yeah,
I like that one better. That one's
bro.
crazy. Yeah, no, that one was crazy.
She just, like, kills people every now and again for no reason. If the government is listening to this, I mean metaphorically with words. Get the fuck out of here, FBI. But yeah, no, dude, I forget, we're not gonna say it. But she jokingly, you were there for this one, Jay. When she compared that one guy to the monsters, like the Goonie from the Monsters.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the monster from the Goonie. God, I can't fucking talk today. I'm too rattled by her insults.
No, yeah. She has like her savage moments. She does.
She does for no reason. She's just like a nice, quiet girl. She's just like the best and amazing. And every now and again, she'll come out of the woodworks with a fucking AK and just mow someone down.
You need that though.
Unprompted, bro. Like, it's crazy. Yo, get yourself a bad bitch who will randomly destroy you.
Randomly like destroy end your life. Yeah.
I know. If I wasn't so secure in my sexuality, you know, that could have rattled me. But I'm 110% unsure of what I am. Yeah.
Was that
anyway?
me?
No, that was on me. That's my bad. I accidentally.
Oh.
If you guys don't know, Jason and I have ADHD, undiagnosed, but we definitely do. And so my hand just like fiddles with like my Apple Watch and shit.
Oh, okay.
While we're doing these.
Yeah. I'm like typing around too, but go on.
Yeah. Speaking of masculinity, Jay, that's segue. Ooh, nice and clean. All right. You know those, Jason, I'm sorry. I'm having such a hard time formulating my words today for some fucking reason. Well, yeah, it's been a while. I'm tired. Let me go, guys. All right. Give me some slacks. Anyway, Andrew and I were on a boardwalk, right? I was down the shore with my buddy this week. That's what I did instead of going on half-baked porn shit. Mm-hmm. And one thing that we were talking about and we saw constantly and we decided to do, and I think it just like directly kind of manipulates your sense of like masculinity and like your need to prove yourself. You ever see the punching machines that like measures how strong you punch?
Was there a guy there with his girlfriend?
Oh, I'm sure. We actually saw like a gang of bikers pull up and do it.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever done one of those?
No, I've never.
No? All right. So, like, because you see, I actually got heckled while doing one.
By who?
This, like, fucking group of 12-year-olds came around, and Andrew was like, yo, dude, try one. I'm like, all right, cool, I will. I just, like, put it on. I just gave it, like, a decent shot. You know what I mean? It's not like I was going to fucking break my wrist over. Jesus Christ. The one thing I need to do on this is talk, and I can't do that, apparently.
You got this. You got it.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay. But anyway, long story short, I was like, all right, whatever. And I got, like, 760 or something. You know what I mean? Like, was whatever.
What is it out of?
I'm secure in my unsure sexuality. I have no clue. And this group of 12-year-olds was there, and they were like, oh, bro, I got it on fucking video, you trash kid. I'm like, what?
Are you serious?
Yo, bro, I hit 800 once. You fucking trash. Like, I'm gonna fucking put that on TikTok. And they walked away, and I'm like,
wait, you're joking?
Who fucking cares? No, that happened. I'm like, and? What?
Wait,
bro.
They recorded you?
Yeah, bro.
Actually recorded you?
Yeah. And I don't think it's that. My assumption is I saw the record on the machine was 930, and I got like 760. It's not like that far off.
Yeah.
And then I punched it again and got into like the 800s. I'm like, all right, cool. That was it. That's all I needed. And these kids were like, they gotta be like 12, and that's what.
Wait, when was this?
This was like last week. So shout out if you see a guy on TikTok and he punches a. Well, like like not last week. I don't know, like 4 days ago.
Jesus, that's so recent.
Yeah. Why are you so shocked by that?
I don't know. I thought this was like an old story.
No, I'm seeing this. This happened like last week, and I was like, damn. I was like, all right. So if you kids are out there and you listen to this and you want to run that fade, come on. That's the boxing match.
And did they?
One 21-year-old versus a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Well,
one after another.
Did they they try to do it, or did they just look at you
Well,
doing
of course
it?
not. No, I mean
Wow.
that's the whole point of attacking masculinity, Jason. You can't be bothered to question your own, so you have to just like insult someone else's and then run away. But again, I don't. It like, let me be fully like clear with you, right? Let's say that the highest I could do was 760. Who
Yeah.
fucking cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Enough to record a random person on the streets and put it on TikTok.
Especially like, well, I mean, there's no way it had to be on TikTok because even at that, it's like, you really think that TikTok's gonna be like, oh, look at this guy, he punched
Yeah.
7. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna get 2 views, and that's gonna be the new record for the kid.
Yeah, because there's no way like anybody actually cares.
Yeah, oh, not a fucking chance. But yeah. Anyway, long story short, fucking ridiculous, shit though, and it's so crazy because that it just attacks your, it's intentionally built to try to trap you into the sense of I need to prove myself, right? Because every guy feels that to some extent. And honestly, I just want to do it for fun. But if you had got me like 1 or 2 years ago, dude, I would have been fucking rattled. I would have needed to like top the fucking score. I would have broken my wrist over that shit.
Yeah, and you did good though. But they
Oh,
didn't see you. They didn't see you with the 800. They
yeah,
left
I was
after the
like
760.
807. Yeah, of course. We had my friend's little cousin. So okay, no, I'm not gonna say your name obviously. And dude, you were doing great. He actually he was scared to do it because like again, dude, when you're young, that's just impressionable. Like for some reason, you think how hard you punch matters on a fucking arcade machine on a boardwalk.
Oh
That's gonna
yeah.
give you that accurate reading.
Because if
too,
that
by the
number
way.
isn't like as high as you want it to be, or high, like if it's not the highest, then like what are you doing it for? Like that's how
Yeah.
a kid would think. It's like
Yeah,
you have
that's
to
a new
beat
core
the record.
memory.
Yeah.
That's it. That scars them. So he was really scared of it. And he went to punch, and my man was so fucking nervous. He misses the punching bag. He like grazes it a little bit, and it goes up to like 102.
Okay.
With just a graze.
He hit the
1% of
scale.
my power.
Literally. Okay. Imagine he actually made contact.
Yeah, well, we did that actually. I set little homie up. You know. Andrew's telling me to stop talking like that. He's like, "You're not very street."
Little homie up.
Bro, I'd be catching lefts and rights out here. Anyway, for my best friend and my girlfriend, like, come on. Anyway, long story short, I set him up. I was like, all right, this is how you punch, right? Like, I at least know what I'm doing. So I taught him how to, like, punch properly real quick. And I'm like, yep, set it up, line it up. I'm like, you're doing good. Get a little closer. All right, stop thinking. Just let it rip, man. You got it. And he did it, and it got, like, 830.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, bro. And he's not like a super buff kid either. So my man put everything behind that, and it was awesome. And he had like this nice redeeming moment. So I'm glad that he like now can like rest assured, you know, his pride isn't under attack from an arcade machine on the Wildwood Boardwalk.
No, yeah, that's really good. What the fuck? 830.
Yeah, bro. And it makes like for a second there, it makes you question it too. Like, oh fuck, is that higher than I can get?
Yeah.
Yeah, like did you have that thought for a second?
Yeah, shit. Now I gotta go to that same boardwalk you were at and,
Yeah,
and
no,
school this kid.
You're tossing and turning in your sleep. You're like, I gotta do it. Jason, where are you going in the middle? I just gotta go to Wildwood real quick.
I might just punch someone. Not even the machine. I might just punch someone.
On
That's what you should have
On a scale
done.
of 1 to 1,000, how hard is it?
You should have showed those kids how 760
Yeah.
really feels.
That that's such a great line.
Right?
All right, let's see how 760 does on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bro. That shit's wild, man. And so many things nowadays are meant to like, you know, for men it's you gotta like prove yourself and shit, but for girls it's the same fucking way. You know, there's so many things like, oh, prove you're better than a man, and you just gotta be good at being you. You know what I mean? But like I feel like things are set up. You know, even the punching bag machine, the girl wants to hit harder than the guy because they feel like they need to prove themselves for some reason, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, it's fucking sad ass shit.
Or you mean the guy wants to punch harder than the girl, or you mean girl wants to punch harder than
Well,
guy?
both. Like, you know, like if you constantly hear like breaking the glass ceiling and shit, you know, they want to
Yeah.
prove that they're just as good. But shit like that, one is rigged against them because 9 out of 10 times, not 9 out of 10 times, don't quote me. But you know, like often enough, a guy is just naturally stronger, unfortunately. You know, like that's just how that shit works. We get canceled over that comment. That was the end.
We?
We.
No, I've
Listen,
been
you got, like,
canceled.
enough shit
I
to
was
get
about to say,
canceled over, yeah.
I've been canceled.
um, But that's what washed up people do. When you get canceled, you start a podcast.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
That's always the reliable go-to.
Yeah, we saw it ahead of time. But no, it's just like it shit's set up where you wanna do better than like a guy because you're told that you're not going to be able to. Society tells them, "Hey, you can't fucking do this." So they want to. And that's how that shit gets money, That's how all those types of things get money. The strongman challenge is fucking hanging like on a pole or whatever for 2 minutes. That's like rigged against you. You ever see one of those?
Yeah, but how is it rigged against you? Like I don't get it. Like why? How is it rigged?
The pole is loose, I think, so it like spins and slips. So like all of the it's you can't like lock your wrists and shit. They're always gonna like bend backwards and all. I think.
So
I think
actually,
I don't know.
it's that hard to like hang from.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to do it, but I was like, it's not fucking worth it. Like waiting in line, and, like doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if you get out early. Like if you like don't last like over a minute, it's like everyone's gonna like clown you.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It shouldn't matter how long you can hang from a fucking pole, but it attacks your need to prove that you can. Right? I mean, and then everybody else just hounds you.
Yeah, because people like that's like the game there, like the masculine game. Besides the punching machine, because people usually besides those like 12-year-olds, people usually don't like crowd around someone. Like sometimes I'll see someone hang. It's like, oh, let's all look at him and like parade him and see if he could do it. And then when he doesn't, we'll all make him feel like shit.
Yeah. I'll make sure that he'll never forget this most embarrassing moment.
Yeah, because then he'll like eventually get tired and I'm like, aw, like it's a collective like groan, like oh he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And then everyone walks away because they don't want to try it, So.
Yeah, of course not. Because you can't put your shit on the line. Your pride, That can't happen. You know what I always win though, Jay?
What?
That fucking guesser game where the dude tries to guess how much you weigh.
Wait, really?
Oh, dude, I always win that shit.
Wait, I don't even know that was. What do you mean? What game is that?
It's a dude. He's supposed to be like quote unquote psychic or whatever, but it's really just like, oh, if you can fool the guesser and he's within like, you can pick like your height or your weight or shit like that, and if he's within, 1 or 2, like pounds or some shit or like inches, he still wins, right? But if you can fool him, you get a prize.
How'd you fool him?
And because I'm light as fuck, and everybody sees me like, oh, he's about 6 foot. You got to be like 160 or something, and that's not true.
Okay, so what prize do you get?
Like stuffed animals and shit. I gave it to Grace, and then she obliterated my manhood.
Yeah, that's a fair trade-off.
Yeah, apparently. But no, yeah, those ones I win. Yeah.
I don't really play games at the arcade.
Well, they're all rigged.
Not arcades. I mean,
like arcades, you can like play fun games.
Or I meant like Boardwalk. I mean, like I don't really play Boardwalk games. Like I don't know. I can't remember like the last time I actually like played a Boardwalk game. Now that I think about it, like I really don't remember the last time I did.
Huh? I mean, no, I guess I do the guesser one, and this time I wanted to do the punch one anyway, just to see. You know what I mean?
When we go into, because we went into an arcade when we went to the beach, I will beat anybody in air hockey. Like no one will ever beat me in air hockey. Like I'm so.
I don't know about that, man. Grace and I get competitive, bro.
No, I'll beat both of you 2-on-1.
I go nasty, man. 2-on-1.
Doubt it.
That shit ain't happening. You know that shit's not happening.
Highly doubt it.
Bro. I will run that shit. That'll be that's whatever you want.
What happened?
That's whatever you want special.
Yeah, no,
that
it's
right
not
there.
Gonna happen.
Everybody vote online. Who's gonna win?
You guys are gonna chicken out. There's no way.
No, it's not.
There's no way. I'm losing in air hockey. I'm sorry.
How often do you play air hockey?
Very, very rarely. And every time I do, it's like, dang. Like I pick up that knob and it's over.
That knob. Nobody ever knows what it's called.
Yeah, right. I would assume that
pick
it's
up
like
the knob.
It's over, dude.
Bro, you slap it on the knob?
Yeah, no, I am the knob slobber, and when I do that, it's over for everyone.
The knob. I don't know, man. I slap pretty hard, bro. They had to fucking rename that sport. Nah, man. It's gonna be over, man. I'm actually confident in this one. I'm pretty good at it.
Actually?
Yeah, man. I don't usually boast skills that often. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I wouldn't be if I were you.
I would be, man. It's a rare day when I lose at air hockey. Will Fleck and I ran a few. Yeah, man.
Wait, where'd you guys run one?
We went to Dave & Buster's.
You beat Will Fleck?
He actually beat me, and then I beat him.
Sounds easy.
But yeah, Nah, not even close. I will say though, I'm not a fan. Are you one of the dudes who like stomps down on the puck?
No, that's stupid.
See that I consider.
Oh,
I'm,
was he
like,
doing that?
I'm not gonna fucking. Will, I love you, my man. But I always consider that a little cheap because if you just fucking stomp down on it, like yeah, no shit, you're just taking like shot after shot. You're not really playing air hockey. You're just starting off the game over and over again.
So he was stomping on it.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay. You know what I mean?
That's not okay.
You gotta adapt, man. That's what the game is. That's what air hockey's about. That's your masculinity. Whoever loses switches pronouns.
Yeah.
That's
but you guys tied.
Clearly...
You guys tied, so.
Yeah.
But
Clearly though, like that. We're joking, everyone.
Yeah.
I feel it necessary to remind everybody that, you know,
things are jokes,
guys. Yeah, because you know people get mad these days, you know, and I think it should have been obvious that I called you a knob slobber and you admitted to it, and we are clearly not that concerned about our masculinity.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know we're pretty secure
Mm-hmm.
in our love for each other.
And I was actually in shambles that you called me that. I was fucking everything in my room just destroyed.
You're actually crying. We turn on a face cam for like 5 seconds and it's just Jason
It's
sobbing.
tears. My room is like destroyed because it does like 50 drywall punches.
Good one, Cam. You got me there.
You really got me there. It's like a tornado hit the place. Yeah, no, but yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Nah, man, you sturdy as a rock, bro.
Yeah. But
yeah,
so basically I'm gonna beat you in air hockey. So
not gonna happen.
Next topic.
That shit ain't gonna happen, bro.
Moving on.
Play me in Smash Bros. Did you remember that?
Nah, fuck Smash Bros. Fuck any video game that requires fucking like thinking.
Thinking. Jason, for anybody that doesn't know, Jason and I used to play foosball, and I wasn't good at it when we started. Like I really didn't ever play it. So we were starting that shit off, and I would lose, like time after time. I'd just be like, "Play with Smash Bros." Smash Bros.
And then Cam got really good at foosball.
Yeah, thank you. I tried. I got better.
And then I broke half the table.
Yeah, you do that a lot. I'm concerned when we finally play air hockey. It's just it's split in half. There's like one of them has just like huge hole, and it's like, how did you even? We didn't even start playing yet, and you're just like, I just got excited. He called me a knob slobber. I didn't know what to do.
Well, do you think that was like? Because I was always wondering, like, damn, was that bad that I just broke Guyana fucking foosball table?
Well, I wouldn't fucking admit to it, but yeah.
Well, no, I did straight up twice.
Twice. Yeah. Because you put that backspin on it or some shit.
Yeah.
Like you just tried to throttle that little handle, and like the ball just wedged itself. And so when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, Jay, foosball table breaks. That's how that saying goes.
Was
that is.
Was there 2 people broken or 3?
2, and I think it was on the same one.
Yeah.
I think the defensive line was just gone. Or some shit.
Yeah. The red team became really hard to play as. Right?
Well, see, that's the thing too. Like, you think I got better at foosball, but you're really just constantly nerfing yourself into the ground as you lose people.
It was still playable. We still beat people. It used to be really fun when everyone on the floor liked each other.
Yeah,
we used to do teams. That was also, shout out to Will Fleck.
Yeah.
That's when Will was like golf wasn't really in full session, so he had more time to chill. So we used to do
got
teams.
a good buddy Will. He's my roommate. Yeah,
so,
we did golf. He did golf.
Yeah, so that would we had teams and tournaments and shit got hectic and heavy.
Oh, bro, I murdered a man, cold blood.
Mm-hmm. No, he did.
Yeah.
And it was whoever team had Eli that just lost automatically. I think that was you.
Eli, it was me. But no, I loved it. Eli, he's talked to me about this shit, and he showed his brother too. And who I love, by the way, he's a great guy. And basically, he was just like, "Oh, listen to this podcast. Look, they're talking about video games right now." And I got insulted. It wasn't even in conversation. All right, right now they're telling a story about going to get food, and I got insulted. I wasn't even there. He's like, all right, and here's another one about foosball. And I got insulted. Like he was doing that with his brother, and I was on FaceTime with him, and it was so fucking funny because we do randomly attack Eli.
No, yeah,
it's like a
insulting
panic
Eli
response.
is like America's pastimes is like baseball, insulting Eli.
Insulting Eli.
Like that's actually like one of my favorite things to do on this podcast.
Is just randomly attack Eli. It's not really for you guys at this point. I can't wait for everyone to meet Eli.
I can't wait to get back to Iona and insult Eli to his face this time.
Dude, remember, this is a throwback, and this one's just because we're chilling and talking about random fucking shit. One of my favorite moments, just on the podcast, I think, and I don't know, did we air this episode or not?
Shit.
The one where the fighting game one where we just called one character Eli, and the entire episode was just making fun of our good friend Eli.
That was back. We'd never aired it because that was back in like before COVID. That was when we were together.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
We have
though.
a ton.
I was crying laughing. We have a big backlog, like a catalog full of shit that you guys you'll see if we make like a Patreon maybe. We can probably post them there. You know what I mean?
I miss Eli.
Oh, I love them. I love all of our friends. Like and this is why do our girlfriends always destroy us? Jason had a girlfriend for a little while, and he was out with her. They were at like a park, and Jason called me, and we talked for a couple of seconds, and we like made fun of a couple of our friends or something, or like we were making fun of each other, and she just goes, "Oh, so like this is what you guys do? That's cute." And I was like, "What?" And you're like, you guys just kind of like gossip. Like we don't.
Oh yeah.
We don't gossip, and it was like, yeah, you're talking about other people, and they're not currently here. That's gossiping.
Yeah,
I was like, what? That's we were. And I remember you and I were like, it's completely different. We're like insulting our friends, and she was like, all right, well then you're a bitch and you guys gossip. Like so. Shut up.
She said that.
I think she did like something along those lines. She was like, all right, well then you're just being like rude and gossiping. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
Yeah, I guess.
We both had like a moment of like pure reflection, like, oh, that is what we do. It's like, anyway, though, fuck Eli.
Yeah. No, we both were like, oh shit, she might be on something.
Yeah.
That was pretty completely right.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, all of these shots are just on the money, but.
Yeah, no, I do miss my Iona friends.
Oh, of course, man. I think one of the things that was so great. Well, aside from the fact that we've dropped our school name like 8 times and we were committed to not doing that before.
Yeah, at this point.
I mean, you can also just Google us. We acted like you couldn't just Google us.
Mm-hmm.
we say our full names at the beginning of every episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard. Once you put yourself out on the interwebs, man, like you gotta own up to that shit.
No, that is true.
Yeah. Do you remember, by the way? Oh, go on.
Oh no, you said you cut yourself off because you said my favorite thing about, and then. Oh, were you talking about the Iona thing?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, I don't know if you remember, and you can tell the story because I feel like I've been talking a lot. I don't want to hog the cast, but basically, Jason and I, one of our first podcasts, we were still like learning shit. You know what I mean? Like it was still all new to us. We were kind of, I forget what the podcast was about, but our school had gotten brought up at one point. And Jason was like, yeah, guys, you can guess where that is. Anyway, when we were at Iona, you just immediately fucking foil it in the first 10 seconds after you said you weren't going to.
Yeah,
do you remember that?
Yeah. That was, I think that was the first one, right?
Was that the first one? I might have been. And it was just such a funny moment where...
I think I had to bleep it for no reason.
You did, because you immediately said it. It was not even like a contest.
And then now we just say it regularly. But yeah, no, at first.
Oh yeah, well, because again, at the time we were like, oh, we can't. I don't want to be like tracked and shit. Like, you know, it was important to us to not be like seen and found and shit. But no, it's not. You guys can find us. Come hit us up.
And now everyone knows I live in Staten Island. You live in Philly. They know like our first and last name. How old we are.
First and last names. They're really close to knowing your bank account number, wherever the fuck that.
I mean, they're really close. All they have to do is ask you.
Yeah. That is true. I do have Jason's bank. I actually found that. Andrew asked when I was down the shore. He's like, hey, man, you still have that? And I was like, yeah, I do, actually.
No, yeah.
It's real. I went and I looked at, yeah.
Yeah, so that is the thing. Cam does have my bank card.
I do.
I gave that out to you, and I think I told it to Eli, too, but I don't know if Eli remembers.
Really?
Well, I think
that's a big trust. I mean, but we, like, for all the shit we talk on this podcast, guys, like, we love our friends. Like, that was never in question, you know what I mean?
I think there was a time where, I always do it. I think, like, I don't do it to like all my friends. I think at Iona, cause like
Yeah.
we always like went out like and say like Mobile Mart, like I purchased something with my card. You'd be like, oh yeah. So
Yeah.
that would happen, and like I would just tell Eli like, yeah, like this is it.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, okay.
Dope.
Like what do you say to that?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that, but that's way funnier to imagine that he does.
When are we gonna bring him on the podcast?
You know what? I've told him he's got to come defend himself at some point. Like, you know what I mean? It's going on too long. He's gotta come out here. He's gotta finally just own up to it. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do.
I mean, you told him that. What has he said?
I think he wanted to.
That would be
I
a good
assumed.
podcast.
Yeah.
That would be a good.
Oh,
podcast.
Eli just trying to. We bring up every clip of us ever insulting Eli.
That's like a montage.
Uh,
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way he gets
That he does
awarded.
that.
That he gets
Oh,
awarded.
not a chance. We would just berate him for hours on end. And we can't stress enough that fuck you, Eli. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I love
You had to say it. You had to have said it.
Yeah.
Someone had to say
it. Oh, somebody has to. Now's probably like the halfway point in the video, so time for some ad reads. Right here, some sponsorships. Fucking nobody. Thanks, everyone. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Unfortunate. We'll get them one day.
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast recently, so I could steal their content. And dude, I was floored. I thought they were doing a joke ad read because it went on for so fucking long. It was real.
What was
Andrew
that
could
for?
attest to that. I mean, I don't want to say I don't want to like athlete cause bad blood. We could be sponsored by them one day. You never know, Jay.
That's true.
Yeah, man, I was just not prepared for an ad read to go on for like 8 hours, dude, because that's what it felt like. I feel like it just kept going on and on and on, and I thought it was a joke, and then I realized I had to Google it. I was like, is this a real product?
And it was.
And I forgot it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Okay. Is it a possible scholarship to get? Like, not scholarship.
Is that a possible? Will they
Like-
pay for my college?
Is it well, probably, but is it like a difficult one to get?
Bro. Probably not. It was just like a random fucking company. That's why I was just really confused. That I was like, I didn't think it was a real company.
Well, how many subscribers does this guy have?
Oh, they got a lot. Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big boy one.
Okay.
And I like them a lot. And I was always thought like, oh, if we ever get like big enough, we could do little partnerships. Cause I dream about the future, Jay. What do you think the future looks like? You know what I mean? What's your future state? You know, what would you like to accomplish at some point?
I'm probably just gonna be
How
more
big do you wanna get?
misogynistic.
That's a great one, Jay.
That's actually funny.
Every boy's
because
little green.
It's actually so crazy because you said future, right? As because I was on Twitter with the Twitter Spaces thing, like just like
Yeah, I still
at
can't
that,
believe
so-
that's real. I'm
And-
still floored.
on Twitter this thing like I'm like right now looking at this post, and it's like a Bible verse from like Future, like the rapper.
A Bible verse.
From the streets did she emerge, and to the
Yeah.
streets she will return. And I say unto you, she is for the streets. She be not weary when she must return from whence she came.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So,
And you know what? Straight bars though.
no, it's true. It's true. There are a lot of girls
Yeah.
that are for the streets.
Oh yeah.
You can't
Some
hang
people are just
yourself. You
born
can't
there.
hang your head, man. You can't hang your head over that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that.
I'm not gonna. That's all I've said.
That's what I'm not gonna really get into that. But yeah, in the future,
No, of
probably
course,
gonna
yeah.
be more misogynistic. Probably gonna, we'll get popular. I'll go to jail. You'll
Yeah.
continue it. You'll replace me.
You'll continue. Yeah. Oh, you don't think people have? I'm not fucking kidding you. People have asked me what happens when Jason gets arrested.
Mhm.
Have we had this conversation before?
I mean, yeah, but yeah. I mean, you have to.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
you
planned
have
for
to.
this. Okay.
Yeah,
I want
And
that to be known.
yeah. No, yeah, I know. But like,
I want
am I
that to be
gonna?
known.
Will I be replaced by someone that looks like me, or completely different?
No, completely different. We're gonna need more diversity. Somebody less misogynistic. So probably like a girl. Yeah, definitely somebody of color. Somebody who's like actually interesting to listen to. And but the podcast will go downhill though. Not after it'll go downhill for a hot second because people won't like change and all, and they'll be scared because that's just like the way the world is. But after that, after that's gonna get pretty sick. People are gonna like them a lot. They'll get their own little cult following. They'll shoot up in popularity. We'll go on for about 7 years. Most of the fans will die out. People will watch them just because like sunk cost fallacy. After a while, and then we'll branch out into random bullshit. and get some YouTube drama going.
Well,
Revive ourselves.
don't pull a bad don't pull a bad like twist like replacing Charlie Sheen with Ashton Kutcher. Cause
Yeah,
that's
see, there
kind
it
of
is.
like I feel like I'm like right now a Charlie Sheen like type of dude, and I feel like you cannot replace me with an Ashton Kutcher. That would be in your
You can't
worst
replace
interest.
with an Ashton Kutcher.
Cause
Yeah.
2.5 Men was I didn't think it was a good show. Did you?
No, I was never on that shit. Honestly.
Yeah, no, but I didn't think it was awful. If you watch some episodes, there are some funny moments, but at the same time, it's like Ashton Kutcher just ruined it somehow. And it's not like the show was great,
Yeah.
but it really did revolve around Charlie Sheen in the sense that, like,
Yeah. Well, it's not like they wanted it. Well, I guess nobody. I wouldn't want to replace you, but they clearly didn't want him to go off the fucking deep end.
well, I didn't even think he was that. I don't know why. Like, I didn't even think he was that funny in the show. His whole humor was like, oh, look, and it's how he was in real
I
life.
sleep
It's
with
like,
people.
yeah, you know, but that's also, like, the Friends humor, so it doesn't really matter. Like, white shows, like,
I mean,
look,
yeah,
he sleeps around.
Yeah, that is an entire character on Friends. You are
Yeah.
correct. That is
Yeah.
a character. They shut those
So-
fucking birds up, Jason. I swear, if they appear
know,
in
now they're
fucking
back.
audio,
Now they're back.
God.
But,
Part 2.
nah, yeah, so that's why, like, I never really liked him as a character that much. I didn't really think it was that funny, but he left and people were in shambles. And honestly, because Ashton Kutcher was just awful. Because Ashton Kutcher's character was kind of the same. It's like, hey, look, I also do the same exact thing. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
Like, I do everything he does except for Coke. It's like, oh, cool.
Except for freak out in a hotel. Because that's what happened, right? I think he like, freaked out in a hotel.
That's what
and all.
happened? Oh,
Yeah, I
don't remember
think. I think it was like a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
that. I wonder whatever happened to Charlie Sheen, though. Like, does he do anything now? Because the last thing I ever saw him in was a Lil Pump
I don't
music
think
video.
so. The Little Pump, really?
Yeah, he was in, a Lil Pump music video, because it was, like, a video about Xanax.
Wow.
So-
No, I didn't know that. I don't know he was in a Little Pump music
forgot.
video. That's sick.
But this was like when Lil Pump was like at the height of his popularity, so this is like a big deal to like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
That was important shit.
Like, oh shit, he got Charlie Sheen.
People cared about that.
It was called.
Oh shit, he got Charlie Sheen.
Well, the music video was called. The song was called Drug Addicts.
Oh well, you know he probably shouldn't have been too flattered to be in that one.
Yeah. How many? Let's see how many views it has. It actually charted on Billboard. It was 83 on Billboard. The song, which to me is ridiculous.
That's big, isn't it? I don't know that much about
Yeah.
like.
All right, don't want to play that.
But I think that's big.
It's got 166 million views.
Really?
Yeah, that video was very, very popular.
Apparently.
Well, because Charlie Sheen's in it with Lil Pump, and it's like, holy shit, like, look at him. Like,
Little Pump.
is-
Charlie Sheen and Little Pump.
It's like, you know, I mean, like, what? How would you react to the title? Charlie Sheen and Lil Pump, drug addicts.
Charlie Sheen and Little Pump. I mean, like, I'd probably say that's fair. You look at the title, like, yeah, I see it. I'd take it as like a news headline.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, that's why it was such like a, holy shit,
Yeah.
like, look, he really got a drug addict for his video. That's cool.
Got a real life drug. That's not that hard. Just go to fucking New York.
Yeah, there we go. The New York
He
shots.
says from Philly.
Are there drug addicts where you're from?
Of course, dude. You kidding me? I couldn't go. I used to like row. I did crew and shit, and I couldn't fucking take one breath on Boathouse Row without just like a copious amount of weed entering my system.
All right.
That was like secondhand high.
So let's talk about just for everything here.
Yeah.
Staten Island may have Pete Davidson, but Philly had EDP.
All right. You want to go down that one? We already did a
I'm
video on
just
EDP
saying.
actually.
We did do a video on EDP. We just never disclosed that he was actually from Philly.
I mean, like, that's fair.
But you share the same hometown as him.
That is true. That is a fair
It was going strong for you.
statement.
That used to be like a really strong point for you. That was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got Will Smith. You don't like him, but we got Kevin Hart.
I mean, no one likes Kevin Hart now.
Yeah. Kevin Hart got washed up. He tried his own comedy show and shit, but comedy's hard, people.
He also cheated on his wife. Ever since he cheated on his wife, people were like, wow, you're a bad person.
You know what? Forgot about that.
Yeah, ever since that
I forgot
happened,
about that.
his whole career went downhill. Like, I've never
Yeah.
seen anybody respond to, like, that in that way. Like, his whole, like, fan base
Yeah.
and everyone was kind of like, wow, you suck.
100%. What happened there? I know Will
don't
Smith got
remember.
cheated on too. There was like the two opposite sides of like a coin.
Yeah, she had like an. I still don't even know. Like I
She had
still
an
don't
affair
even
and like
know.
the dude messaged her or fucking some shit. It was something insane.
But I'm pretty sure I thought they're like, I, I thought they were like on a. I don't know what happened. It was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing you can ever say when it comes to cheating. Like I don't know our audience's views on cheating, but like that's just fucked. You can't do that.
Yeah,
You
how do you
can't
give a shit
fucking
on Will
go around doing
Smith?
that. He's Will Smith. He was the Fresh fucking Prince. If the Fresh Prince doesn't satisfy you, what will? Like you got to be real with yourself in that moment.
That is
The
such a good
Fresh
show.
Prince didn't satisfy. Like that's
That is
that's
that is
it.
a very underrated show.
It is. And I like that everybody from Philly claims that just because our fucking name is in the opening, like the fucking opening credit sequence of the little
It's
theme
dope.
song.
Yeah, Philly claims.
Yeah, but the rest of it takes place in Bel Air.
Yeah, I know, but that's like the same with like Kobe
It's-
too. It's like like obviously
Yeah.
Kobe's gonna be like known for like being an LA Laker, but like nah, he was born in Philly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I didn't know that.
that he was born in Philly.
I didn't know that.
You know Kobe was born in Philly.
Nah.
Wow,
I probably did
that's
at some point and I
crazy.
just forgot about it. If you would ask me, like, dude, where's Kobe from? I'd be like, he's from LA. Duh.
That's the thing. It's like that's
Yeah.
what he's known as, but he was born in Philly.
I
I'm
fucking know that. Yeah.
almost
Who?
positive.
Some other. What rapper was it again?
Philly born rapper.
Yeah. There's a couple, but
I
a
know
big one.
Lil Dicky is from Philly.
Oh, that might have been it. Because we talked about it once before, I think.
I love Lil Dicky. I think he's hilarious. Do you ever share like I don't like to I don't think zodiac signs are like interesting to me.
No.
But do you ever like look at who has like your same like zodiac sign? It's like, oh, that makes sense.
Not really, no. I gotta
Really?
be 100% with you.
You've never
No.
looked at
I,
well, let me see.
I like zodiac signs. They're cool, but I'm not about that shit.
What are
you
you?
know?
What is your zodiac?
I'm a Gemini. You gotta go look and see what other. Oh,
Famous?
you are such a Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, let me see. Let's see. So, wow. Okay. Wow, you
It was
Gemini
actually Leonardo.
Gemini is the most interesting birthday thing to me because this is crazy. Top 10 celebrities that are Gemini. Marilyn Monroe. I don't know who Colin Farrell is, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, I do.
Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar, one of the greatest rappers of
Okay,
all
yeah.
time. Lauryn Hill, who's also was a very good rapper. Chris Pratt.
I love Chris Pratt, dude. And that it's once you hear somebody you like, you're like, oh yeah, now it makes sense.
Donald Trump.
Uh oh.
Kanye West.
Ah, there it is.
How
Now you're
crazy is
jealous.
that? How crazy
Now you're
is that?
fucking jealous.
I am jealous. Tom
Yeah.
Holland, Iggy Azalea,
Who in the fuck?
and Natalie Portman. But
Wow.
I think that's a pretty stacked list.
That is that. I mean, we're fucking rolling in it. So what you're saying is,
And-
I have to be big
Well, you
and
have
mentally unstable.
KSI.
Yeah. Obviously.
KSI,
I didn't
Ninja.
know he was a Gemini though.
Well,
That's
KSI, Ninja, Tupac.
Too-
I'm gonna save this one for last. Johnny Depp was, or is,
Oh, really?
was. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else interesting before I lay the big one.
Oh, really? There's a bigger one than like, what's his name? Kanye?
Yeah, James Charles.
That's the impressive thing. James Charles.
Actually.
Funny. That's really funny.
So here's mine.
There's somebody bigger than Kanye? Yeah, James Charles.
Yeah, I have some pretty famous people as well. I have Olivia Rodrigo. I have Madison Beer, Rihanna, Camila Cabello, Justin Bieber, Steph Curry, Victoria Justice. Oh god, she's so hot. My favorite one is Tyler the Creator. I think Tyler the Creator is
Really?
very funny. Adam Levine. Yeah, no, there's some famous Pisces here.
You see, like, let's talk about Tyler the Creator though. Everybody has such polarized views on him. Like, if he's funny or if he's just an annoying short guy.
See, I love Tyler. I think Tyler's hilarious. Who thinks he's not funny?
A lot of people just on the interwebs.
I love Tyler. Tyler just released a new album. Did you listen to it?
No, I didn't.
It's good. It's
Wait,
good.
let me make sure I'm not thinking of somebody else. I think I'm thinking he's short, right?
I don't know,
No,
Jesus.
I'm thinking of Tyler 1, I think. That's on me.
Oh, Tyler won.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought you meant Tyler 1, yeah. Annoying
Wow,
short
they are
guy.
so
That's-
different.
Yeah, I
they
know,
cannot
I
be-
know, I know. I realigned them in my head.
That is so funny. Tyler
I was thinking
won.
Tyler 1, yeah.
Wow, I have
I
not heard
love
about him
that
in a
shit.
while. What is he doing? Does he still scream?
I think so. I think that's just what he does. Except he's on like TikTok or some shit now. I don't know.
He's on
You're
TikTok
the
now?
TikToker. You should know.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not anymore. I'm really not
it's your
anymore.
job. Not anymore. Did you actually give that up?
I gave it up. I don't know. I just haven't like. I've just been
Well, we're
focused on like
gonna-
other life things.
Yeah, like Twitter. Can you think you can start a whatever you want fucking Twitter room?
I could do, honestly, I could try to host or be a speaker on one of the macaroni spaces and try to
No.
promote us.
Jason, no, that's not what we're looking for. That's not. That was never it. We don't want that.
I would, because I would name it whatever you want space plus macaroni because that's what drives people in.
That's how you get them.
Because there was a time where NBA YoungBoy Singing Contest was just called NBA YoungBoy Singing Contest, and then I checked the title like 5 minutes later, and the guy renames it to NBA YoungBoy plus macaroni.
That's crazy.
And it had nothing to do with it, like, but he
Yeah.
just renamed it that just to get more people to join it.
Yeah. Hey man, whatever gets views. We've learned that.
Exactly.
One of our number one viewed things is the hentai video. Go check that out. If you made it this far, I don't know why you wouldn't listen to the rest of our stuff. This is like we're not even fucking doing anything anymore. We're just talking. All of our
school.
other things are way more interesting.
Old school podcast.
Yeah, man. Just a normal podcast. Who fucking listens to podcasts anymore? Fucking kidding me?
Well, what else do you have to say for
You're
yourself?
crazy. What else do I have to say for myself?
If you have one more topic or anything else to say, because we have
Yeah.
around 8 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say that a lot of Loch Ness monster sightings and like original like sea serpents and shit. You know that?
What are you talking about?
Like like how in the old times they thought they were like sea monsters and all that.
Yeah, why?
They were just whale penises. People figured that out.
Are you serious?
I'm not fucking with you. That if you Google a whale penis, it matches like all the descriptions of like a sea serpent.
Wait.
I'm not kidding.
And they thought they saw, like, the Loch Ness Monster. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's pink? Oh, no, some
It's
of them are, like, different. Wow. 8 feet?
Wow.
8 feet?
See, it looks like it. It looks like it.
It's the largest in the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a fucking whale.
No,
What were
that's
you
insane,
expecting?
though. Well, I mean, that's crazy, though.
Yeah.
So, wow. So how big is EDP's penis, then? If a whale's is this big.
Yeah.
Look, that was such a unprompted fat joke. The guys who
it
made the
was.
video,
It was so fucking mean for no reason.
they made enough fat jokes.
Yeah.
Nah, fat jokes are completely and any type of mean jokes. I'm a believer in you can be mean to anyone who's mean.
I mean, yeah, of course. It's EDP. Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course you could be mean to him. It's fucking EDP. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna get flack for this. I'm gonna get flack for this.
What do you mean?
Part of me feels
Yeah.
for the guy.
Really? Just
Not-
because he's such a, like...
Yeah, well,
Loser
not
kinda
not
deal.
that. Yeah, like not that he got like I'm not like he got caught. Like no, it's kind of like a dang. Like his life was so miserable. Like he must have been so unhappy with himself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Did he have, like, a wife and kids or some shit
I
at one
think
point?
he had a daughter. I don't think he had a wife. I think he just knocked someone up. It's just crazy because
Oh,
like,
that's unfortunate. No,
'cause
no hate for
everyone-
that, though. But
well, the thing is
Yeah.
everyone wants love. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants love, and he
Yes,
could just
of
never
course.
experience it because of his looks. He just never tried to change himself.
Well,
Like,
I
he
feel like it's
never.
really his personality, though, too. Like, what
But-
made him so funny to watch
Yeah, I
is
know, but
the
still.
sad part, you know?
But even regardless, though, like you could like some people can make those videos and like like a
Yeah.
girl could look at them and be like, oh, he's funny, but like I swear to God, if a guy was making those videos and they looked like fucking, fucking what Ryan Gosling, do you think a girl would care? It's like, oh look, he's got humor. You know what I'm saying? Like EDP making those
honestly,
funny videos.
it might not go as well. Because I feel like
They can find someone though.
Yeah. You know, I think his internet fame wouldn't have been as big. I think the way he looked was kind of like a part of his
I agree.
caricature. He was like the big funny guy, you know
And
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of his humor and his stories came from, look, I'm big, and doing some tasks are difficult for me because I'm
Yeah.
big.
So I think it would have been harder for like a funny guy to retain that type of shit. But at the same time, you know, You gotta. Yeah. That's sad though. It's always like a sad world when that shit kind of happens.
Mm-hmm.
When
You have
somebody
to really be
doesn't have
miserable.
friends, they kind of just have their internet following and shit. You know,
Yeah.
like that's all they have. That's all they'll really ever have, as it turns out.
And these people don't care about you on the internet.
No, they will not. They
Like
will
the
not
fan base,
ever
like
care about
they
you.
don't care. You know.
Yeah, I mean, our lovely fans, I'm sure, do. You know, but for some people, when it's just pure comedy content, there's not a lot of. I guess he put some heart behind it. He
Well,
had to, but
you know, it depends on what you're releasing. EDP's
Yeah.
fan base never cared about him only because his whole joke was just like,
that he is the joke.
you
If
know,
you're
yeah.
the joke of your show and your podcast or your, just your videos, then
Everyone's
you're,
laughing at him.
Yeah, of course.
No one ever laughed with him because he didn't give
No,
him anything to laugh at except for him.
Except for himself. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right, Jay. That's fair.
So, it's sad. But at the same time, obviously good that he got caught and everything. That's a great thing.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
very,
Like, that's
very
not
unfortunate.
what's in question here. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate that had to get that far. Honestly, that's
Yeah,
in
it
life.
is.
Because no one ever starts off saying, "Yeah, I want to be a pedophile." You know.
You don't think that's anybody's aspiration? I guess it's some people's.
I think you just have to. I mean, mentally, there's got to be something
Yeah.
wrong with you, and you have to be disturbed. It's sad, but
Yeah.
at the same time, because then there are people who are like, "Oh yeah, we got to excuse people who because it's mentally illness." It's like, all right, no, like they should still be imprisoned.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
like,
don't, I don't think that it should definitely not be excused. Like it should not be excused because some people are like, did you ever hear
Yeah.
that thing where people were trying to place pedophiles with the LGBTQ?
MAP, yes. The MAP thing.
Yes.
Minor
you talked to
attracted
me-
people. Yep.
Yes. See, I remember you brought that up on a podcast last year, and then it gained traction recently again.
Yeah, that people, because it was Pride, or it is currently even the time of filming, Pride Month. And so they try every 2 year, I guess, to get in on it, to do their thing, to try to have some type of representation, and that's where people don't understand, Jay. There's a fine line between mental illness and a sexuality. Just because you have asexuality doesn't mean it's a mental illness, but a mental illness can't be mistaken for sexuality, and that, my friend, is a mental illness. Those people need to be getting help before they commit an atrocious crime,
Yeah.
right? That's what needs to happen there. I'm a big believer in the fact that there needs to be a system in place for people who think that they have those kinds of thoughts, that they have those types of desires, and there needs to be some type of rehab for them that's not super stigmatized, so they won't try to hide it and then end up hurting someone. At the same time, though, once you do it, you're a criminal. There's no more feeling bad for you, and it sucks that you were ever in the position to begin with, but we can't go around really sympathizing with those kinds of people because they're disgusting. So what a cheery note, by the way, for our hour mark, Jay.
I think that after this is kind of what happens with me, Cam. After we talk about and we kind of fuck around for a long time, we eventually delve into a serious topic. It kind of usually happens,
Oh, it does.
especially
I don't know
when we
why, but
our prayer room talks, in the Iona prayer room, always ended like
Yeah.
that. It was always like, "Hey,
Oh,
look at
yeah.
us, we're fucking around. Look at us." Yeah, what do you think about death?
What do you think about-
That's genuinely happened.
Yeah.
We
what
had
if you go and you die?
we've had that conversation. And it was in
did.
the prayer room after 3 hours of just talking.
We were feeling holy.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling spiritual, baby. That's the prayer room. This is new prayer room. That's what we changed the fucking name. It's not whatever you want anymore. I don't fucking care about you guys. It's prayer
New
room.
prayer room.
New prayer room.
Prayer
The prayer
room would
room. That
actually
probably
be
would have
cool.
gotten more attraction, honestly.
We should make a prayer space
call it
on
prayer
Twitter.
room.
I should make a prayer space on Twitter.
You should. Tell me how that goes. Genuinely go do that.
I'll try. Try to get people to join
Yeah.
it. All right. That's what I'm going to do right now because we have no more time.
We're out of time. That's the hour mark, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, if you stuck around this long, we never do this, but if you stuck around for an hour, subscribe, follow, share, tweet, repost, hashtag. Where do you think we go when we die, Jason?
Moan space. We go into moan space.
Terrible answer. Anyway.
Well, that would be my heaven, so I would hope so.
That'd be my heaven. All right, end the podcast.